Hey everybody, High Mileage Rider here, and guess what? It's the first ride of 2022. Please forgive the noise, I'm just by the highway. First place I could find to turn off that wasn't too wet. It is Friday, March 18th. It is a beautiful 8 degrees. I could resist no longer. In this video, I'm going to give you some of our plans for 2022 and tell you what's new. We'll see you soon.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Well, you're probably asking yourself, why is Daryl now in his garage when he was just on the highway? Well, that's a funny story. I was so excited to go for my first ride of the year. I didn't actually check to make sure I had charged the battery in my GoPro. So I did this wonderful vlog for you guys, got home and realized I had recorded nothing. I tell ya, technology is my kryptonite. So after a night of charging everything, I think we're ready to go. So this does give me a chance to show you what we in Canada have to fight in the middle of March to go out for a ride. So there's my street. It's clear once I get to that corner. Nice, beautiful roads. But we get a little bit of an adventure on the way there. So, yes, back on my baby again. And there's my other baby. So, as I was saying, yesterday, so technically this is the second ride of the year, but if nobody notices, we're going to call it the first ride of the year. We'll continue on that thought. Riding on snow is just like riding on gravel. So for 2022, we have some pretty big plans this year. Now that COVID is relaxed between Canada and the US with restrictions, we are able to drive across the border, and as of April 1st, we do not have to do a PCR test or an antigen test to get back into Canada. So for right now, I'll just have to do an antigen test to get into the USA, but hopefully that will change before August. As you can see, still lots of snow in the neighborhood. So for 2022, I'm going to start the year off, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, once that snow is gone off my street, by taking the Goldwing out to Darren's garage. I have a few more things I want to do to it before it is fully restored. I'm going to change the front suspension to progressives just like I have on the rear. I'm also, while I have the front of the bike apart, going to do the steer head bearings and put the all balls tapered bearings in because I don't know when they were done last. And I plan to put quite a few miles on the bike, so I might as well do it while it's apart. I'm also going to change the cornering lights into LED driving lights that I've already bought. And also, while it's apart, I figure I'll change the bulbs in the instrument cluster so that I can see the instruments when I'm riding at night. And I'll also change the front speakers, which I already bought, because the front ones are a little bit crackly, so I'm not sure what kind of abuse they've had over the last 30 years, but they owe us nothing. And the last thing I need to do on the Goldwing is fix my turn signals. They broke towards the end of the year, the actual switch in the left-hand stock. So I got a whole new stock from a guy named Wayne in Blackie, Alberta for $75. But I have to take the whole front of the Goldwing apart to run the wiring down to where it plugs in. So once that's all done, the Goldwing will be fully restored, and hopefully I could do that in the course of a weekend. I'm going to go out to Darren's garage because I want to use his lift and his tools, because I guess you need a special press or something in order to do the steering head bearings. I've never done steering head bearings before, so it'll be interesting to see how that is, but I have him there for expertise. So that'll get us to about the end of April, and then hopefully the roads will be clear enough and it'll be warm enough in the mornings that I'll start riding my bike to work. Both my motorcycle and my new two-wheeled purchase, I bought an electric assist bicycle. Another fun way of getting around on two wheels. This is my first one. I have a bad knee from doing years of Ironman racing, and it really does hurt trying to go uphill, the pressure you put on the knee. So I got this electric assist bike, and looking forward to commuting on it. I will only have to use the assist on hills or windy days, but yeah, I'll do a review of that bike. It's actually called a Trek Verve Plus 2, in case anybody's interested. Oh, there's bad news for somebody. Another purchase I made over the winter for vehicles is I got myself a 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan. So I'll do a review of that as well. Again, it's not motorcycle related, but it is a vehicle and it is new and it is very exciting. For motorcycle trips, the big one for us this year is going to be to head to Sturgis. We've been trying for the last few years, but of course because of COVID and border closures and such, it's not been possible to do. So I am hoping that this third time will be the charm. I have a whole bunch of new camping gear that I bought a few years ago and have never used because of COVID, so I'm really looking forward to using it. When we do our trip out to Sturgis, I think our plan is to meet the boys from BC in Kalispell, Montana, do the Going to the Sun Road, and then we will, on our way to Sturgis, hit other milestones like Yellowstone National Park, the Beartooth Highway, Devil's Tower, Custer, all those good places. Now, I'm not sure which bike I'm going to take for the ride to Sturgis. If I get everything fixed up on the Goldwing and get the trailer done, I need to change the wheel bearings on the trailer, put new tires on it, and a new foam insulation kit to keep any water from leaking inside. Sorry, we're going to do a quick little turnaround here because I saw a lake down there and I don't feel like driving through a bunch of water. So if I take the Goldwing, the only disadvantage to that is it's, for one-up riding, actually not as comfortable as this Tenere. And gas mileage, I'm only getting probably 20 to 25 miles per gallon on that Goldwing, or about 200 to 250 kilometers out of a tank. Whereas on the Tenere, I get 400 to 500 kilometers depending on how heavy I am with my right hand. So it'll likely be the Tenere, but I'll keep you guys informed. Along with our motorcycle trip, we're supposed to have our dealerships this year reinstituting test ride days. So I've had some comments from viewers saying they'd like to see me test riding some different bikes that they're interested in, so we're going to try and do that for everybody this year. A couple of the bikes that I'm going to be looking at are the Yamaha Star Venture Transcontinental. I'm also hoping to do the Suzuki V-Strom 1050, the new one. We're hoping that we'll be able to get out and do the Harley-Davidson Lowrider ST and also the new Road Glide ST. And from BMW, I've had a request to try and ride the K1600B, B standing for bagger, and the F850 GS. So hopefully we'll have some bike reviews for you this summer. A trip to Sturgis, some new purchases I did over the winter, and then of course, as always, we are going to try and explore more of the back roads of Alberta and back roads of British Columbia. So it should be a good year. Anyways, I hope that everybody had a good winter, and I hope everyone's ready to ride. Today is Saturday, March 20th, and I'm actually just on my way to go meet Steve. Steve rides the KTM Super Adventure S, and we're going to go for Toodle. Where? I'm not exactly sure, but I'll show you some video later of our ride today. According to my bike, it is 8 degrees. So, we will see you a little bit further down the road. So today I'm riding with Steve on his KTM. Let me get a little closer and show you guys. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but he put these really cool decals all over his bags that say KTM 1290. Really completes the look of the bike. So today we were going to go for a longer ride for his first ride of the year and my technical second ride of the year. But we already hit our high temperature 5 minutes into the ride, which was, I think, 9 degrees. And now if I look at the bike, we're down to 8 degrees. So we are making a loop past Camrose, heading towards Wetaskiwin for some lunch, and then back to Edmonton. So there won't be a whole lot to see here other than snow and 2 crazy guys on their motorcycles. So we will see you in the next video, and remember, keep that right hand cranked and the rubber side down.